Hello! Today I thought I'd just do a sort of vlog type thing. I did it once before and then I said that I would do it more often and then proceeded to never do it again. As usual. So yeah, I think my last vlog type thing was when I just started as a volunteer at the animal shelter. So that was like somewhere in October last year. Oops, that's like almost a year ago. Well, not almost a year ago, but yeah. Yeah, in any case, that's like 3/4 of a year ago, I guess. Well, point is, yeah, I didn't really have any idea for a video for today. So I thought, why not just do another sort of vlog type thing. I have no idea what I'm going to call this video. I think the last one was actually called vlog type thing. At least it's saved on my computer as vlog type thing. Yeah, in any case, I just thought, you know, why not do it again. Really, the only reason why I don't often do them is just because, well, it's not that my life isn't interesting to me. It's just that I don't really often have, you know, really like very interesting things to like tell about my life, I guess. So yeah, just like with things like piercings or anything, I just say it, you know, in a video about the piercing, and yeah. In any case, but by now I have some like things to share. I mean, like, it's not going to be like really groundbreaking, really like extreme interesting stuff or whatever. Just, you know, just basically what I've been up to like the past few months and what I just do in daily life outside of YouTube. So yeah. So basically I have this list here, because of course I have a list. And yeah, basically I'm just going to sort of start out from where I left it off at the other vlog type thing. I mean, you know, back in the other one I told that I was starting as a volunteer at the animal shelter. And yeah, that's point number one. I still actually am a volunteer there. It's still really fun. It's even like more fun than it was back then, because by now I've been getting more like experience with dogs, obviously. So yeah, that's like I'm still learning, and it's just really fun. You know, it's like not the main goal of being a volunteer, but you know, I just like to improve myself. So yeah. Basically it's yeah, like the whole job at the animal shelter, like for volunteer, is I work there in the morning, one morning per week. And it's basically, we start the day with like checking up on all the dogs, just to see if they've eaten and drank and whatever. Then we clean all the kennels, I think that's the word in English as well. So basically there's like an inside part and an outside part, and there's like a latch between them. So, you know, when we're cleaning the inside part, all the dogs are locked in the outside part, of course, because we're like with high pressure cleaner water thing. I have no idea what it's called in English, but you don't want the dog to be like sticking his head into the place you're cleaning, because, you know, it's gonna hurt. So we lock them outside. Then just we like take out all the dog baskets and everything, and just clean it. Then we like dry it and put them back inside and clean the outside part. And yeah, basically then it's time to feed the dogs. Almost forgot. The dogs also need to get food, of course. So after that the dogs just get their breakfast and water and everything. And then it's time to walk the dogs. Well, you know, we do take a break because the dogs have to like wait for half an hour before they can like, you know, go do exercise after eating. But yeah, just for safety, you know, because their stomachs can get like turned over if they like, you know, do too much like physical stuff right after eating. So that's why we wait for half an hour. But yeah, and then we walk the dogs. At the animal shelter where I help, it's more of a like, well, it's a type of animal shelter that's like, or really it's a type of neighborhood that mainly gets like big dogs, like, you know, yeah, sort of intimidating type of dogs. By now I don't really think they're intimidating, but you know, yeah, that's just basically the type of dogs we get. Yeah, and you know, occasionally we do have smaller dogs, but they usually let me walk the bigger dogs, and I actually am very happy about that, because I do like small dogs, but with a small dog I'm the type of person who's then constantly worried that the dog might get cold or might get too tired, or yeah, I don't know. I just worry too much when I'm walking a small dog, so I prefer to walk bigger dogs because they just seem stronger and everything. So yeah, just more relaxing to me to walk a bigger dog. So yeah, and they're all really cute and sweet, and I really like them all. But of course, I'm also really happy when they're gone, because that means they've gotten a owner. So yeah, that's basically like the weird thing about walking dogs in an animal shelter. You know, on one hand you really like start to like the dogs personally, but on the other hand you're really happy when they're gone, because this means, you know, they actually, you know, got their own owner and they now have a home. So yeah. Yeah, but basically another thing that's, by the way, that's really like surprised me is that we don't really have like a whole lot of dogs. Even though it's summer now, and I thought like, you know, like in summer at least you always hear that, you know, people just leave their dogs when they're going on vacation and everything, but we don't really have all that much more dogs than we used to have like before it was summer vacation, so that's good. It's actually really a good thing because of course there's no like interns right now and there's only volunteers, and you know, we volunteers also like to go on vacation occasionally, so you know, there's less people to walk the dog, so it's a good thing that there's not that many dogs right now. But yeah, so that's basically still really fun. Another thing is I still work as a mailman, postman, whatever, and I actually have like a contract without a set time. Again, I don't really know what the word is in English, but like when I started out I got a contract that lasted for a year, then another one for a year, and they can't keep giving like contracts with a set time to it. So now they got me a contract without a set time, so that's really nice. I still really like the job, and yeah, another thing I really like is that they now occasionally, like it's now summertime, and of course people go on vacation again, and yeah, that's just, you know, like, so there's like routes that are like open and other people have to fill in. So yeah, what I really like is that I actually occasionally get a route that I don't know yet, which is really fun. I mean, as usually I prefer to just walk my own routes because I know the routes and I just know where all the houses are and everything. But occasionally it's also really fun to walk a route that I don't know yet, because I don't know, it's just a really fun neighborhood for that. Really, I think like the architect of the neighborhood that I walk like as postman in, I think the architect was drunk, basically, because it's just really like weird. Like there's like just a normal street, and then there's like one front door that's like on top of a flight of stairs or something, or like, you know, one like house that's like all the way away from the others, but it does, you know, it is actually part of the same street. It's just a really weird neighborhood in terms of how like the houses are placed. But it does make it interesting because it's like a giant labyrinth sometimes, and yeah, I just like it. Basically, that sounds like something you shouldn't like, but I don't know, I like it. Sometimes it takes more time to walk a route that I don't know yet, but it is fun because, you know, I get to search for like where that specific house is and everything, and yeah, it's just fun, especially in summer when it's nice weather, because yeah, you know, it's not actually, you know, a bad thing to be able to walk outside when it's nice weather and actually get paid for it. So yeah, I still really like that. Yeah, and also outside of the work things, yeah, there's also about news about makeup school. I'm actually done with the first year, which I'm really happy about. Like the first year is like just the basics of makeup artist things. And you know, you could just do that alone, like only the first year. But me and one other student actually decided to do the second year as well, which is actually only 7 months, yeah, starting in October. But yeah, that's like just the same thing but with more extreme makeups. So that's really fun. And yeah, basically for this summer I also just, you know, I'm trying to do more extreme makeup shoots, like portfolio things. And I'm actually in a Facebook group, and it's just, you know, trade for portfolio. That's like the way I do that, and it's just like the photographer does his job and I do my job and the model does her job, and we all do that just in return for portfolio photos. There's no money, but just portfolio photos, which is just a really good way to build a portfolio, obviously. Yeah, and I'm just trying to do more extreme shoots, like with like rhinestones and glitters and everything, because I don't know, I just really like that. And yeah, I think it makes my portfolio look more interesting than when I would only have like, you know, like 15 smoky eye makeups in it, and just, you know, all the makeup would sort of look the same. I mean, that is useful in the sense that it does show that you can do a makeup on different types of faces. But yeah, I just prefer to have like more extreme things because I really enjoy doing them. So yeah, that's also something I'm doing right now. Also with the second year of school, me and the other students and actually the teacher herself really hope we'll get the same teacher next year, because he's a really good teacher. So yeah, we're really hoping for that, but we don't know yet because, you know, we'll only know that when we're actually going back to school in October. But yeah, another thing I'm doing is, yeah, actually I have to steal this list here, skating. Oh, there's actually a fun story attached to that. I finally bought new wheels for my skates. So basically I bought the wheels at skatepro.nl, and yeah, basically I asked them a question because you know, I wasn't sure what wheels to get because there were different sizes and everything. But, you know, they replied within 48 hours, but I'm not a very patient person, so instead I went to another store and asked them what size I should get, and they were actually helpful, but they also said that like the pin that goes through the wheels, I don't know what it's called in English, that's the same size on every skate wheel, and that's not it. It's not the same size. So yeah, basically I ordered wheels, then it turned out they were too big, and well, like the inner parts that the thing goes through is too big. But the web shop replied with that I could just use the spacers for my old skate wheels in the new ones, which is sort of the inner part of the metal part, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know that before this week either. I had no idea that actually the metal part could actually come out of the skates, but yeah. Yeah, so basically I learned a lot about skate wheels last week. But yeah, so I did that. I switched the spacers of the new wheels for the spacers of the old wheels, and now my skates just have really nice, well-fitting new wheels. I haven't actually tried them out yet because the skate wheels arrived the day before yesterday in the evening, and then yesterday I had to work, and today I'm filming, obviously. So I'm probably going to try them tomorrow, so I'm really happy about that. So I really want to go skating more often as well, now that I have decent wheels again. Also, the wheels look really good with the skates because they have lime green leathers, and there's lime green on the skates as well. I actually, bought those wheels on purpose because I do want them to look good on the skates. But yeah, and then lastly, oh alright, some news about my YouTube channel. Yeah, that was the last thing on the list. Basically, yeah, you won't really notice a lot of it, but I've actually changed my planning a little bit. Until like a month or two ago, I used to work ahead for like 1.5 months, which was starting to get very annoying. Because by the time something would come online, I'd be like, oh wait, I barely remember even filming this. Like, it just took too long. And also when someone would request a video, then, I'd be like, yeah, I can film that, but with my planning it will be online in like 1.5 months, sorry. So yeah, that just sort of, I don't know, it just was like working ahead too far isn't a good thing, basically. So nowadays I just work ahead like 2 to 3 weeks. Like the week that's like we're in now is actually completely done and planned on YouTube. And then the week after this as well. And then at the end of this week, so basically it's Saturday when you're watching this, so the week after that by now is also completely planned in. And I don't work ahead further than that, just so I can just, like when when a video comes online, I actually still like remember recording it. I mean, it's not like I'm that forgetful or anything, but it's still more fresh, I guess. So yeah, this is more fun. So yeah, basically that's the only thing that changed as far as that's concerned. So yeah, basically that's all that's been going on in my life the past few months. Yeah, it's not very extreme news kind of things, but yeah. In any case, I do hope you enjoyed watching this or listening to it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! Hello! Someone asked me a little while back if I could do a new video of the piercing tag. I did the piercing tag quite some time ago. Back when I was still relatively